Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome to Sunday Night Charts with Jim of All Trades. Good to see you guys, hope you're well. Just get myself organized here, got my coffee, got everything ready to rock. Not going to let you see me yet guys, don't have my setup really set to go, but going to give you guys a balanced look at the markets tonight. Bitcoin will dump. When this happens, I'll answer that question. It is not clickbait. Well, okay, it is clickbait, but I definitely will give you that information as the stream progresses. Good to see you guys. I got just a couple of you here, about 10 of you here. Let's hit those likes. I got 8 likes and 10 viewers. That's awesome. Let's see if we get some more viewers on in the live here. All right, there's 15 of you. There you go. Hit the likes, guys. Let's get those matched up. Guys, let me just tell you who I am. Welcome. If you're not used to or don't know about the channel, I'm a trader here. I trade crypto. I trade on the Forex as well, so I'm very familiar with both of those markets. I can look at any chart and use Elliott wave theory to kind of give you an idea for where price might be going from a wave structure standpoint. There are a lot of guys out there that use technical analysis, different indicators, different support and resistance. We do all that as well, but we're going to add wave structure to the game, and that just gives us an edge on the market that I like to have. Now, it's not a tell-all, and it's not a guarantee, but certainly wave structure does kind of tell a story. So we want to use wave structure as much as we can to see where price might be headed. With that said, don't forget, guys, I'm not here to give you financial advice. I would never do that. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a trader telling people how I look at the market from a wave structure standpoint here, among other things, geopolitical areas and whatnot. So with that said, let's jump into the analysis and have some fun tonight. Good to see you guys. What's up, Adrian Guzman? Yes, the Elliott Master Market Maker Special. Yeah, man, good to see you. How you doing, buddy? There's Mido and Crypto Fever. There's Jay. I'm keeping well, man. I got a gout flare up, but other than that, I'm doing well, guys. We also have a place to live. We're going to be moving next week. I'm actually going to be playing in a what do you call it? I'm going to be playing in a disc golf tournament, the Michigan State Amateur Championships. I'll be playing in that next, starting on Friday of this coming week. So I'm going to be doing that this weekend. So on Labor Day weekend, that's going to be a blast. Once we finish that, we're going to be moving into our new place. I'll get my new crib set up with my background all set up for YouTube, and we'll be videoing the lives again, and hopefully start getting some more videos out on a regular basis. I've been trying to get a schedule in my life back, getting stuff back up. But anyway, with that, we're going to do our best to get the content back out on a regular basis. I don't know if I can do it every day like I used to, but let's do maybe 2-3 videos a week for sure. Okay, I didn't say hi to everybody. Please, I'm just going to forego the hellos to everybody individually. Love you guys. Glad to see you. And let's jump in to the analysis. I got to say hi to Kimo Sabi. Make sure you're checking out his channel on YouTube. I don't know how much are you doing on your channel there, Kimo. Make sure you subscribe. He's a great dude. He's a great guy. I'm just absolute. You won't find a better dude in the world. And just very, very kind to be my moderator in all of my YouTube lives. So appreciate you, dude. We have something in common. We kind of do the same thing for a living. We're kind of remodelers by trade together, and we do that as well as trade markets. So, okay, we're going to jump into the analysis and let's see what's going on. Let's see. Let me get on a clean chart. There we go. There's a clean chart. Okay, what is this wave doing? What is this wave doing? We always got to step back and go to the daily, okay? I'm not famous, dude. I got 10,000 subscribers, and I don't even know how many of them watch the channel anymore. So yeah, no fame here. All right, what's this wave doing? What's going on here? Well, certainly, I think as a bull, you're looking at this as a bull flag and ready for this to pop up and out of here, okay? and this current price action looks awful bullish. It looks awful bullish, and so there's a real possibility there. That's a real look on the chart, and say, okay, from a wave structure standpoint, what would that be? Okay, well, we'd be counting this as 5 waves. We'd be counting this as 1, 2, 3, 4, looking for 5. Now that 5th wave could be real extended, because we don't have any extended waves here. Wave 1 is not extended. Now, something interesting here, in this wave, 5 seems to be the extended wave in all of the waves. Let's just look at that for a moment. This might be telling us something. Okay, so when I look at this, I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 kind of is the extended wave here. So that's interesting. Okay, then we go to the next wave. How do you count that? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the extended wave. Now, some of you say, hey, Jim, doesn't 3 have to be the longest wave? No, it does not. That's not the rule. Wave 3, the rule for wave 3 is that it cannot be the shortest wave. Wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave. So wave 3 here is not the shortest. Wave 3 is not the shortest here in this wave. So that wave 5s, you have an extension in the 5th. An extension in the 5th, though it's not a big extension, it's still an extension there in the 5th wave. So it would seem, okay, that to get an extension here in the 5th, for this to start going up bullishly and get an extension of the 5th, that would be just fine. That would be okay. For this to start kind of shooting up and going up to make all-time highs, going up to 100K. So if you're a bull, that's what you want to see. You're like, hey, that looks really good. That looks really plausible. I like that. Okay, so there you go. We get an extension in the 5th. And that's not a bad count, guys. It really isn't. You look at the wave 4. Let's measure the wave 4. Where do we expect that to retrace from? You pull the retrace tool from the bottom of 1 to the top of 3, and you expect the wave 4 to retrace to usually between the 382 extension and the 0.5 extension. Okay, and you'll notice that this one came down and tagged, okay, almost to the tick. I've got the 441 extension. Now the 441, you say, Jim, why do you have the 441? Because the 441 is the middle point between the 382 and the 50. And I have noticed something, that often the 4th wave will retrace beyond the 382 and go to the 441, which is halfway point between 382 and the 0.5 extension. So that's an interesting point I'd like to bring up to you, that this right here has retraced to an area on wave 4 that we expect to see. From a wave structure standpoint, then, okay, from a wave structure standpoint, we would say, hey, we have a WXY on the screen, okay? And how would we look at that? You have a finished W, boom, X, and Y, okay? The Y wave is a zigzag, 535, okay? The W wave could be a zigzag. It could be a WXY in and of itself. It looks like a zigzag. So you got zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. It's a double zigzag. It's come down to the top of the 4th of the previous degree, okay? And it looks really good. I mean, and then we got a reversal off of it. We got a high volume. We've got a high volume candle right there, which we expect to see at the ends of moves. So we got a big volume candle. I've been looking for the second volume candle. We never got one. Been looking for a second one. We haven't gotten one yet, but we did get a high volume candle at the end of a move. We have a clear, what do you call it? We have a clear fib level that it's come down to. The only problem I have, and here's my only issue, is that price did not come to an area of what I call real support. Okay, so that would be my argument against this count. But it might be done. Okay, so we got to strike against it. It didn't come down to an area of real support, but it did come down to an area of support. Let's just take a peek at it to be fair. Okay, we have the top of this wave here. Okay, the top area of this wave in this area, the top of this wave. So we've got some support here. It's not It's not big support, but it is support, and it's significant enough. I have enough touches to say, hey, this could indeed be support, though it's not the greatest area of support. It's indeed support, and we could be going up now. So that means this wave that we have. My cat is talking, and she wants me to love on her, but I'm just cat. I can't do it. I can't. Oh, you're killing me, cat. She is on me, and she's talking. All right, I'm going to let her sit here, and hopefully I can keep talking, and hopefully you guys won't get distracted from her. Meow, meow, meow. I'm distracted because she's laying right on my chest and digging her paws, pushing her paws into my chest. It's hilarious. So, yeah, Paul O'Hagan, it is Ruby. You remember her name. Yep. Okay, so what I've started with is a bullish count. You got to be fair. A weird stream. What's so weird about it? It's just a cat in the background, and cats being cats, getting in the way. So it's not good timing to Ruby. It's not. Okay. So anyway, that's the yeah, kitty. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So anyway, back to the topic here. So yeah, that's a real bullish scenario. Got to be fair with it. Got to say, hey, let's give the bullish count its due. Okay. So we'll start there. Now, I did title the live stream, say, hey, this Bitcoin's gonna dump if this happens. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. Hang in there. Hit the like button. When I have 50 likes, then I will share that information. Okay? So let's see. I got 15 right now. We need to see 30 more. When I have 50 likes, I will share what that is. So hit the like and let's keep going. Yes, I'm buying likes. I'm buying them. I'm holding information hostage. Look at the likes. They're just starting to go up. Come on, hit the like button. You can do it. Okay. All right. Getting rid of Ruby. Here we go. Some of you left. You're like, I ain't waiting for this crap. I'm just joking, by the way. I'll do it before 50 likes. 49 likes. Cat, get. Hold on one second, guys. One more second, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Got rid of the cat. All right. Extension in the fifth. Looking for an extension. You say, okay, what would be the extension? And then we're going to talk about the bearish scenario here in just a moment. And we'll talk about a couple other bullish things you need to pay attention to, okay? But if we get an extension, now, by the way, that extension that I have drawn here, we don't have to have that extension. That extension doesn't have to play, okay? But it could play based on the reasoning that I shared. We have an extension in the first. We got in the first wave, in the fifth. We got an extension in the third wave, in the fifth wave. And so if we get an extension in the larger time frame, that may be the fractal that's playing out. You'll notice right here, I believe right there, for instance, that's an extension in the fifth, where you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's that wave right there is an extension in the fifth. So that's the shape of a wave right there. Okay, that's actually an impulse wave. That's an impulse that has an extension in the fifth wave. Okay, so that's an example. So I would not be surprised to see an extension in the fifth here. Okay, in fact, it seems that the fifth wave likes to get extended in Bitcoin. It seems like that's a common thing that happens to Bitcoin. Notice right here, for instance, if this is a 1, 2, if that's a wave 3 right here, okay, This would be an extension in the fifth wave. Okay. Notice right here, this wave right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth wave is somewhat extended. The third wave is a proper relationship between it's a proper extension of the first. So we have a normal third and an extended fifth. Okay. All right. So I think it's a plausible thing to argue an extension in the fifth. It's a bullish idea. Okay. I think it's a plausible argument. Now, if that gets extended, let's just go back to the previous wave and say, what extension did the fifth wave come to in the previous wave? Okay. I think from here to the third wave, 1 to 3, it came to the 1618 extension. So from 1 to 3, came to the 1618 extension of 1 to 3. Let's go back to the first wave, and let's do 1 to 3. Okay, let's measure it. Boom. This one came to the really right between the 1 to 1 and the 127. So that wasn't a big extension, but you have the fifth wave as a 1 to 1 correspondence with 1 to 3. So you got a 1618. Could it be reasonable to say that the next extension will be even more extended? So if we go back out to the daily, okay, pull the extension from wave 1 to top of 3, back to the proposed 4, into 4, okay? Could it be reasonable to say we're going to get a 1618 extension? Could it be reasonable to say we're going to get a 2618 extension? It's going to be even a bigger extension than that. That's a really big extension. Let's be conservative and say anywhere from 110 to 147,000, 150K. I think those are reasonable expectations for an extension in the fifth if we get one. If we get one. Now, I'm not saying we're going to get one. I'm not saying we have to get one from an Elliott wave perspective. I'm simply saying that there is a possibility of an extension in the fifth based on the extensions that we got in the first two waves. And we may get an extension in the major fifth here of this degree. And we would call this wave a finished move, expecting a big retracement all the way back down to real support, I would say 40 to 50K if we went up that high. How would we count this? 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would be 5. Okay? Looking at an overall extension between here, okay, 1-to-1 correspondence. Let's see. Let's do a little math here. Where's my 1-to-1? See if there's any overlap. We don't really have any fib overlap here, but there's an area of, I guess I would have to just say, I mean, it's a big window, guys. It's a big window. We could tighten that up as this wave develops. Okay? All right, so there you go. There's a macro look at Bitcoin. That's the bullish look. Now, is that definitely going to play? No, that's not definitely going to play at all. I don't. Elliott wave isn't about knowing where price is going, but there's a moment when the Elliott wave count becomes clear. We're not there yet. Okay, we're not there yet. So where could, what else could price be doing? Okay, so that's a bullish look at this wave structure. Okay, now let's look at it again and say, what's another bullish look, but this not so bullish, and it's a little tricky to the eye. Okay, here's another wave. You could say 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, and then 5. We don't get an extension in the fifth. Let's just say we go up to 80, 85K, 88K, or just break the high. I don't know, any number of. Let's just do a 1-to-1. Let's do a 1-to-1 extension of the first wave. If we do a 1-to-1 extension of the first wave, we won't even break the high. Okay, if we do a 1, so let's do it, let's project it a different way. Let's do the 618. Boom, right there, 86,150. 105. Excuse me, 86,000. Okay, that would be an expectation. That could be 5 waves. We don't get an extension. We simply get 5 waves that move up to here. If that happens, we could then see a multi-year bear market where you have price coming down to real support, A, retesting the high, B, C. And this is a multi-year bear market. Okay? We're going to draw this trend line right there. Price would come down, find diagonal support. Yeah, let's draw that a little bit better. Something like that. Price would also find real support here. Now that's a bullish look. That's a bullish idea from this current wave. This current wave goes up. It stops at 86K, doesn't go all the way to 100K. Comes back down, multi-year 3-wave move. Okay. That's real possible, real plausible. Is it going to happen? I can't tell. But what that would do is that for the next several years, what that does is that keeps price in this range right there. Okay, for the next 2 to 3 years. Okay, we stay in here until finally towards 2028, 2027, 2028, we have a real crash. 2029, we have a real crash, all the way down. This could be the stock market crash. 2029, 2030. Okay, it rivals the stock market crash 100 years ago. It's a 100-year anniversary of the stock market crash, and we have a Bitcoin crash, basically, and it comes down to real support. Okay, real support is for me real price support, like the best price support for Bitcoin, is going to be a very big area. Okay, but any good solid support is going to be from 10,000. I would say $10,000, $12,000 in that range. Okay, but we could say $8,000, but that's so big. Let's say $10,000 up to 24K, something like that. Real price support. We got trendline support there at 20K. We also have real price support where price has spent a lot of time right in here, and the best price support on the chart is $6,000 to $8,000. That's the best support on the chart. But again, that's years from now. It's years. We got time. But what I'm saying is, from a structure standpoint, we could get a pump, but not as high as you think. One of the things I always say, and I say it every stream, and I'm going to say it again, the market will often go where you expect it to go. The problem is it won't go there in the way that you expect it to get there. Okay. If you think price is going to go straight there, it probably won't. If everybody and their brother is thinking price is going to go straight to 100K, we're getting ready to shoot the moon, here we go. Before the end of the year, we're going to be at 100K. If everybody's thinking that, more than likely, yes, 100K is a good target in the future, but it's not going to get there right now. And it might not get there for another decade or another 5 years or another 3 years or whatever, right? Price may go where you expect it to go, probably will go where you expect it to go, just not in the way that you expect it, okay? So that's a principle I live by. Okay, that's a principle I often I often teach and preach. Okay. All right. So that's a secondary bullish count, okay, of this wave that doesn't go up high. So could we get an extension in the 5th? Yes. That extension could take us between 110 and 145. Okay? That would be the range. Now, I'm sorry, I can't give you better projected price target until this wave develops. When this wave develops, then I can give a better price projection of time and price. But for now, I have to have a big window. This would be the area of an extended 5th wave. Okay? If we go up. Now, if we don't get an extension and we get 5 waves, we could experience a rejection somewhere around $80,000 to $86,000. Okay, so I would say that rejection would be between the 0.5 and the 0.618 extension of as a 5th wave, and we would see a rejection there. Okay, so basically what would be happening is there's a bunch of liquidity up in here. Okay, at 80K to 86K in that range. All right, there's a bunch of liquidity there, a bunch of people taking bets there. Okay, that liquidity would be grabbed, and then we would get a rejection. It would happen all in one day. It would take time, okay, but it would happen nonetheless. We'd play around up here for a while, look like we were going up, break some highs. You know, it would be playing around up here, and then boom, one day it would just start breaking to the downside. All right, and so that would be that's a secondary bullish count that takes us up, but only to $80,000 to $86,000. I say 80, but really $79,000 to $86,000. Okay. All right. So there, right there, I see Adrian, your question. I'll get to you shortly. So now that's the bullish scenario. Okay. One of the beautiful things, and both of those counts, both of those bullish scenarios say that, hey, we have a real potential for a wave 4. Sorry, let me get back here. The wave 4, the larger wave 4 to be finished. Okay, that's a real potential here. Okay, and I offered you the count. So this wave right here is finished, and the way we would count that is a W, X wave right in here, just a zigzag, and a Y wave. Okay, and that would be basically a zigzag, followed by a zigzag, followed by a zigzag. Okay, and you can see it's a perfect extension. I think it's a 127 extension. Perfect. It's a 127 extension of the first wave. That's a beautiful extension. We love that. That looks gorgeous. It looks awesome. It looks very likely to be that. Okay. All right. Now, is there another way that 4th wave could come down and take the low out one more time? Yes. What we would do is we would move. We would probably move this wave. There's a couple of ways to do it. We could move the X wave right to here, okay? And what we would do is call this a flat. We would call this a flat. We would say 3. This is a hard argument for a 3, but we're gonna call it a 3, and then a 5. Okay, it'd be a running flat. We got a W wave to start it out. Okay, we got a W wave to start. Okay, 3 waves. We got an X wave, that's the flat. And now we need a Y wave that comes down to what I would say is real support. Come on down to 44K. Okay, or even 40K in that range. That would be an area of like, ooh, that's good support. Why do I like that range better? Because we have the trough of this wave right here, right there. I like this zone better. Look at all this price action right over here. I like this zone better. Okay, that's good support. We also have some trend line support. Okay, right there. You see it? Boom. This comes down one more time. Finds trend line support. Does not break the origin of 1. Stop hunts the low here. Okay, stop hunts this low that was created, comes and takes liquidity down in here, and then we shoot up. So the 4th wave comes here, and then we get maybe an extension in the 5th. Now, does that have to happen? No, it does not have to happen. I'm simply saying there's a count. That is a way to look at the current wave setup and say, hey, that's a real possibility. Don't be surprised if we roll over, come down and take this new level out, back at 44K, take some liquidity, get everybody selling, and then they shoot the moon with it. Okay? They shoot the moon and go hit 100K in the way that you don't expect. Remember, market goes where you expect, not in the way you expect it. Okay? So yeah, we're eventually going to hit that 100K mark, but not before it takes liquidity out first. This area down here where there's all kinds of liquidity down here, people want to take trades. Okay, so that's a real possibility of a way to look at that wave. That analysis, that wave structure says, hey, we need to come down in 3 waves. Okay, so you'd be looking at this as some kind of an A wave. You have a 3 wave that I don't think is finished, but it's almost finished. Okay, we have a little bit more upside to go probably, and then down, stop hunt the low, and then we go for the last wave to the upside. That's a real possibility. That's still a bullish count, guys. That's still bullish, but we go down first, take out the liquidity down here, and then we go. So that's another way to look at this chart, and that's a bullish count, but we come down here first. Okay. Now the question of the night is, if that happens, if we get that count, what would the chart look like? What would be the trick for me to know if that's the play, if that's happening? Well, this isn't so much a trick as it is our possibilities go up for that if this happens. I'm about to reveal it. Here's what it is that you want to watch. I want you to notice something. And you've seen this before, but get on the 3-day chart, for instance. Get on the 3-day, get on the daily, the 3-day and the daily. Draw what we call counter trend lines. Counter trend lines, okay? So here's counter trend line number 1. When this wave came down and it started going back up, we have a counter trend line from this low and this secondary low right there, okay? What happened? We broke that counter trend line, continued down. Okay? Now we got to, what you do is you draw, as you track a wave, draw counter trend lines. So we have a peak here and come on, Jim. We have a peak here and a peak here. So this is a counter trend line for this wave. If this rolled over and kept going, we would be still looking for this wave. But this broke that trend line, pulled back and continued. So it created a new wave to the upside. As this was created, we're going to draw a counter trend line. Boom, right there. Okay, we got a boom. We broke that counter trend line. We broke it, came back up. It was a fake break. We move it slightly down. It came and broke, retested, and continued. And that's when you got the dump, when they broke that counter trend line, okay? So here's another counter trend line. Boom, right there. It broke and dumped. So now what do you see? Well, we have another trend developed. Okay, we have a low here and a low here. Okay, what I want to see if I'm a bear, okay, if I'm looking for the bearish move, is I'm looking for this to pop up, break the trend line, retest it, and continue down and dump like that. That's what I'm looking for right there. A break of the counter trend line, a retest of it in some level in the smaller time frame, and then a continuation. That's when you know you're going to get Bitcoin dumping. You really need to be taking profit on your long. You need to be taking profit on your long trade when that breaks and retests that break. You say, Jim, what happens if it breaks, it comes back above the trend line? Well, it was a fake out. You can re-enter. You can re-enter long on a break of the top trend line right there. A break here. I don't like to play breakout trades, but if it breaks that, if it fakes out and then starts coming up and breaks this trend line, it's probably going to start shooting up pretty quick. Okay, it's probably going to get up to that 79 to 86K range. If we break this counter trend, oh, come on. If we break this counter trend line, there's a good chance all the liquidity here and here and here is going to extend this way very quickly to get up to 80 to 86K, or it could propel price right on up to 100K very quickly. Okay, but I would expect if price goes up quickly, pull back, continuation, I would expect this thing to get extended if it goes up fast. Now, especially if it goes up fast, consolidates and continues. If it goes up fast and then wicks down very fast, watch out. This wave could come and take this liquidity out down here. So those counter trend lines, that's the trick I use personally as I am watching a wave. It just gives me a good bias. When I have those breaks in the trend lines like that, now you do get fake breaks, you do. Okay, so we need breaks and closes below those trend lines. But when we get those breaks, I'm looking, so I get a bias for my trades. Right now, my bias is I have a bullish bias right now for my trade. So I'm looking for areas I can take a long trade. Okay, so I'll just let you know the next long I'm looking to take. Okay, I have a wave structure here. All right, I'll just show it to you. A wave structure here of what we call a flat. It's an expanded flat, okay? Okay, we have an initial wave down. We've got 3 waves back to the upside. This is coming down impulsively. More than likely, this is taking out liquidity here, okay? It could even find support on this counter trend line, so it could come rather deep. Find support at the breakout level, okay, or just above it at the tops of these candles, boom. And then if I get a 3-wave structure that kind of settles in this range here, then I'm going to look for Bitcoin to come up and take the high one more time. So this is the area on the higher time frames I want to be taking a long trade. If price comes down here, creates this wave structure that I'm looking for. Now, does price actually have to give me that? No. But because we are above the counter trend line, the bias is long. The bias is, this is looking more long. And so what you'll see here is an hourly reset of the RSI. So as price is resetting in the RSI, it's creating what we call hidden bullish divergence, which is going to take us up for another wave. That's what I'm expecting this week. A retest of these areas of support, and then a move back to the upside to finish out, or to make its next run, another run on a bullish move. That bullish move could go and fly, or it could just hit the high and reject, break that counter trend line, come up and retest it and continue down. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. That's the trick. That's what helps me bias my trades. Okay, I'm giving valuable information out here, guys, and that's going to help you. So as you look for Elliott wave structures within the wave, you can trade off of those structures. Okay, but you need to do it with a proper bias. Okay, and on the right time frames. Now you can apply that principle as you're looking for trades using Elliott on any time frame, okay? But as we look for the higher time frames, what you're looking for is a break of that counter trend line. And when that breaks, you're going to get a retest of it, guaranteed. It always does. And once it retests it, okay, it's going to then start dumping again. And so what you're going to want to find is the retest and then the dump again. Okay, so watch what happened here in this previous dump. Okay, so when I got this 5-wave structure right here, that's a nice 5-wave structure. Okay, it's a beautiful 5-wave. You got 1, 2, wave 3. You got 5 waves in 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Wave 4 and wave 5. Boom. And I got 5 waves in wave 5. Once I had that finished structure and it broke down. It broke through the counter trend line, and look, on the hourly chart, it gave us that bear flag. Once you got that 3-wave move on the hourly chart, once it breaks again, you got a short here. Short's not forever, but you do have a short. It did come and retest the break. Again, you had another chance, and it broke. It created a bear flag again on the smaller time frame and broke again and continued going. Now, I trade small waves, so I'm trading short in all of this stuff on the small time frame. I trade the 1 to 15 minute chart, and I took a bunch of trades in that short. I didn't just take one and hold it. I took trade after trade after trade after trade short whenever I got my setup. Why was I trading short that whole wave? Because I had a counter trend line that was broken. Secondly, as the wave develops, I draw a counter trend line on that wave, okay? So when I draw that counter trend line, if it breaks that counter trend, if it breaks that, I have a new bias. I change my bias. I look for longs depending on the macro structure, or at least I stop looking for shorts until it creates a structure, boom, and then breaks it again. Then all of a sudden I can redraw my counter trend line and continue shorting it. Every time I get a pullback, I can short it, take trades over and over and over in that market, and change my bias when the counter trend line breaks. Now, what do you see? We had a break of this particular counter trend right there. We had a break. There's no trade there. Okay, there's no trade. We had a 3-wave pullback. Boom, boom, boom. Right there. On that pullback, I had hidden bullish divergence. There's a long here. They went up in 3 waves. Now, I took profit in here because they went up in 3. Because I'm trading small time frames. But I was longing this wave right here. Okay? As that wave develops, you can draw on the smaller time frame. Let's just zoom in. You can draw these counter trend lines on all time frames. See it? Once that broke, retested, there's a short to be had there. Is it forever? Is it? No, but there's just trades to be had in here on the small time frame, on the large time frame. Okay? But as it made a low here, now we move the trend line, and you can see we've been playing on it for a while. So I'm watching that trend line carefully. You guys are silent in the chat. Are you learning a ton? I hope it's helping you, because this is I don't simply use Elliott structures and Elliott extensions. What I do is I trade Elliott setups, okay, and not only Elliott setups, but I do trade those Elliott setups based on the bias I see of the overall structure of the wave as it's developing. And when it breaks those counter trends, okay, when it breaks those counter trend lines, then I change my bias, okay? So, to be fair to my title, Bitcoin will dump when this happens, okay? When this counter trend breaks, historically, whenever they break, okay, you're going to get a retest and a second break on the smaller time frame. When that happens, we're going to get a major dump, a big dump, and that's where you want to be watching out for. How we doing in the chat? Let me know you're still here and you're listening, and because the chat's silent, so that's telling me you guys are just enthralled in what I'm saying, or you're not here, you're doing something else, whatever. Let me know you're still here. Interact with me, and we'll keep rocking. Okay, so I hope that analysis helps you. That's going to help you prepare. That's going to help you prepare for your trades and prepare for this price action that's happening. My best guess, small time frame, this is the wave structure I'm looking at. So let's zoom in. If you like this info, guys, and you want more of it, this is the kind of stuff you're going to get in my Discord. I've got video after video explaining all kinds of information just like this and so much more. Okay? So if you want more of this, come on in. I have an extensive education area in my Discord. I also give analysis like this every day of the week, update videos on the waves, what to expect today and tomorrow, and what to expect in the wave, and I do the analysis like that. Okay, now best I can tell, what we've got going on here is I've got a 3-3-5 sitting right there. Okay, there's a flat. Okay, it was followed by this little 3-wave there. Okay, now this could be 3-3-5. Okay, so that's 3, 3, and it could come down here 5. Take the high, and then take the low. That's a real possibility. This would come down here, boom, 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 and then go. That would keep everybody guessing. Eli, you're probably right, buddy. Good to see you, by the way. Or this is 3 up, 3 down, 3 up. It's finished. Okay. And then we're coming down for 5. Now, this isn't guaranteed. It's just an idea. So if we get a hit to this level or this level down here, it might be a nice long setup. And I think the higher time frame wave structure is pointing up, at least temporarily. If not long term. Now, is it possible yeah, if it's our big move, it would be one hell of a long. If we get a big move up and out of here. Now, is it possible that there's a bearish count here, that we don't have a WXY at all happening right now? This is actually the beginning of a major bear count. Yes, let's talk about the bear scenario. Okay, let's talk about the bear scenario. Let me do a little analysis on the small time frame. I was looking to take an ETH trade. I took a long. I took this long right here and took profit on that wave. And then they got the dump, and I did not trade that down. Though what you'll see here, I was playing a board game with some friends. When you see how we got this this break of structure here, retest, and it broke. So this was a good short right there. I didn't take that short. Personally, what I would like to see for me to take another short is a hit here and then a move down. What would that be on the small time frame? You see how we broke in this level right here? Oh, sorry. And people were looking for a big fast candle to the upside, up and out of here, and then they just broke and took it down. I would expect to see this trend to carry. We could come all the this. They could bring it all the way down. Yeah, they could bring it all the way down here. So we come up, fall down, pull back, continue. Come all the way down here, and then they shoot it up and out. Can you see that? Then what would that be? That would be a bullish count. You got like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Shoo. This is just a big 3-wave move that's finished. Now this just goes up and out. See how we're respecting trend line here? We're respecting that line. We get a retest of it. Another thing you can do is draw on the higher time frame here. You can draw the RSI trend. When you get a break of the momentum there, that's an indicator of a change in direction as well. But if this plays, oh guys, could that go up like that? Maybe. Could this just come up here and then come take the low? Yes, it could. So either play works. So that's Ethereum. See how they play around these trend lines though? It found support on the trend line, shot up, broke it, came back, broke it, and check the retest. Broke it, came back up, broke it again, retested, continued down, and you could have drawn this one right here. Once it started going back up, when it broke it again, there's a short, and buddy, that short would have been beautiful. Draw your counter trend line, you hold that thing until it breaks back up. But the problem with it, you never take your profit. So the other thing is, when you see volume candles like this, you want to be taking profit on volume candles like that. That's a major volume candle comparatively here, major volume candle. So that's a major, that indicates a shift. That when you get those volume candles like that, usually they happen at a change in momentum, at the end of a move and the beginning of a new move. Okay. You guys got to learn to take your profit. Take your dang profit. Okay. Careful. Remember, Sunday night's a trap night into Monday. Sunday night will trap you in a trade. Okay, so just watch out. Sunday night will trap you into Monday, Tuesday's price action. So watch out, don't get trapped. You guys doing okay? I know a lot of people ask me to look at other stuff. I'm not quite done my analysis here, but once I'm done, I'll look at I'll look at the chart you're asking me for. Go ahead and put your requests in the chat, and Chemo, maybe you can consolidate them for me, and then I'll go ahead and I'll just go through a Spitfire fast analysis, very quick analysis, Elliott Wave style of whatever you guys are asking me for. Okay. Super chats always welcome. Okay, whenever you got to that downward move there, I can get rid of this here. Yeah, we have a what you call a we got a single print here, guys. That's a big old 12-hour candle right there. Boom. I'd love to see at least 50% of that retested. Right at the top of that, right there. 50% of that candle. If we get a shot down to 62.7, and then even deeper, 61.8. I would love to see another move to the upside. Now it's just an idea. Boom, boom. Let's go. And let's go hard. Okay, I'm just looking at something on another screen here. Okay. All right. Three-way pullback. Three. Boom. 3, 3, 5. Boom. So I'm looking at this wave right here as 3. 3, 5. See here. That looks like a 5. 3. Looking for 5. And if we get a flat here, then maybe a short. Small time trading, time frames trade setup, maybe. It's just an idea, something to watch. That's it. That's Ethereum. Okay, let's look at the requests here, guys. Three, 3, 5 is a flat. 3, 3, 5 is a flat. That right there. Come on. Go, baby, go. Do a little trade in front of you guys here. Okay. Okay, it hit my target, and I just took profit. So that's an example of a trade that I'll take on the small time frame. Okay, so I was looking for a move down in the larger scheme of things. I had an Elliott wave idea. This looked like a corrective wave. It broke. It broke down. I took the short. It moved down 20%. Okay. Once it hit 20%, I took profit, and that's it. That's the trade. I used 100x leverage and just a scalp, and that's the trade. I'll be looking for other setups. If I get my flat set up, then I might trade that. But anyway, yeah, I don't get it. I get it. I get in and out of the market very quickly. Okay, based on some of the strategies that I've just shared. Okay, guys, I'm going to do some looking at XRP with you. Link. Let's look at the S&P 500. Let's look at gold and silver. Let's look at the DXY and the requests that were just made. And we'll call it a night. I hope you guys have enjoyed the live. Giving a lot of good information out tonight. I hope it's been helpful to you. All right, so let's look at XRP very quickly. What's going on with XRP? All right. This is a horrible chart. Let me find the XRP chart here. Sure does, but XRP is something that the banking system is going to be using. It's going to be the baby of the banking system. All right, so what do we got here? What do we got? Well, it looks like to me, wave structure standpoint, we've got three. We've got three. This looks like three. Everything's three. Come down, give me three, go up. What I would like to see personally, okay, since we have XRP has given us a break in structure here, locally, a local break in structure, okay, it would make sense to me for this to become a three-wave move. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? Once that three-wave move finishes, then I might look for a move to the upside. Let's watch this local trend right there. See if we find support in there. Let's look for a 618 retrace. Not retrace, but extension here. A 1618 extension. And let's look for a 618 retrace of this wave here. I got a trade setup rocking. You got perfect confluence of the fibs right here in the golden zone. Boom, right there. That's a setup. Okay? Okay, so that's a setup. That's the wave structure I'm seeing on the small time frame. What would be that on the larger time frame? You can see here we are breaking, or we're playing around resistance here, so we could be breaking structure later on. But right now we haven't broken, so I'm expecting another down move and then up. Okay, same thing. Same thing in Bitcoin. It's kind of a move down and then up. Okay. Ethereum is giving me my move here, maybe. So let's see if we get a break of structure here. Break back to the upside. Okay, that's XRP. So I'm expecting a move down. I'm expecting a little dump. I guess my bias right now on the small time frame, guys, I'm expecting a dump. I'm expecting this move down here. So, however, I see a possibility right now of a retrace back to the upside and then down. So I'm looking at this move right there. Back to the upside. And that's small time frame. Small time frame. A 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart. That may be wrong. This could just come on down. So what I drew there may not happen. Just an idea. We watch for the evidence that we are right on the smaller time frame. Look for wave structure that supports that direction. So we got a potential 1-2 right here. See if we get a wave 3, 4, 5. Even a bigger wave 3. Potential 1-2 right there. If it breaks this, if this rolls over and breaks that low, then that's not the right way to look at that wave. We can only say, hey, there's a possibility. Let's see what happens. But we'll feel good about it if this breaks back to the upside. Feel better about it at least. Okay. All right. There's the XRP. Let's look at Link very quickly. So this is what I'm expecting for Link here, guys. If this, I want to see if this is going to break here. I want to see if this is going to break here. Boom. All right. We're going to roll over and come down one more wave. Could. We got a 3-wave shape here, or this is bullish. We're going to start moving up. This may be pointing to a big Bitcoin pump that's coming. Okay, Link looks like I got a 5-wave move, boom, and a 3-wave pullback. This looks bullish as crap. Okay, so Link is really bullish right now. Okay, Link is really bullish on the large time frame, on the 3-day chart. Okay, that doesn't mean it's going up tonight or tomorrow. But it just means that just on the large time frame, I'm very bullish on Link, which may be pointing to the larger move of Bitcoin. We may be coming up here for some kind of larger extended wave for Bitcoin, like I already shared at the beginning of the live stream. Okay, boom, just like that. Okay. So Link is looking real bullish right now. Okay, let's look at H-bar now by request. H-bar, zoom in here. H-bar, boom. Okay, H-bar. Well, interesting. Okay, so H-bar has an ABC look to it right here. A, B, and C, and that C wave. The C wave has 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So what's happening right here? Well, that looks like, this looks like a wave, that could be 3 waves and it's done. It could be going up for 3 more. Real possibility here. We go up for 1 more. And so what that would be, instead of an ABC, this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that. Leading diag or some idea like that. 3-day chart. We are breaking structure to the upside almost. We've broken. Broke structure, looking for a retest on the 3-day. So maybe one more hit to the, let me get this off the screen right there. Maybe one more low, boom, and then I move back to the upside. Let's go. Let's get bullish. Okay? So yeah, one more hit to the low, one more down, and then let's go bullish. So that's H-bar. Otherwise, we're going to come break the low. We're going down to -0. See, 0 is down here, guys. Zero's down. So I don't. I think we're going to find some support down here. I think we're going to find support here. If H bar is going to be around forever, if it's going to be around for a while, it's not going to die. If it's not going to die, then I'm expecting a hit to the low and then a rebound, at least a rebound on local level. Now it could come back up and take a long time. This could be a 1 and a 2, and this could take a long time to go. It could take years in that price range, but nevertheless, looking for something like that. So this could be a local wave 4. One more low, guys. One, because we got a break of structure. Give me one more. Give me some divergence. Let's rock. ETH is looking real good for a long here. We've broken here on this small time frame. We've broken. So it's looking decent for a long. If it breaks back down, it breaks that low, obviously no. Not going to hold that long. But this potential, this wave count is a potential. So that could be a 1-2. Going on a smaller time frame, you can see the wave structure better. Could be a 1-2. Right in here. Boom, boom. And now we're in the middle of a 1-2. We're in the middle of a wave 3 right now. So what I would like to see, what I would love to see, may not see it. I may be wrong. I'd love to see that trend line support and this come up and out. Up and out. This could be a leading diag of some kind, where you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that becomes the 1. Okay, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then looking for the 2. I can't see all my numbers, but you get the idea. So we'll move the 1 here. 2 comes down, retests this area, breaks that trend line. Boom, and then goes up. Very small time frame, guys. Just looking for trades. This is why it's so low risk, right? Because my validation is so close and it's so small, so small. We keep them tight. Keep them tight. I've already got 11% on my trade so far, making 11% return on my investment. It's already a good trade. I did take a long a little bit before the break because it was looking good. Okay, so we've looked at H-bar, looked at Link. What's next? Yeah, Eli, I'm looking for a short, guys, but I'm looking for this a small time frame. I'm looking for a flat. so when we zoom out and look at the real wave, what's going on? I'm looking for this flat to play, and then down, right? I'd like to see that this flat play, and then down we go. Okay, we broke the trend line. When that happens, I'm not a fan. Take a peek here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Yep, this could break down and go, and the trade is wrong. So you always got to be ready to be wrong. Don't like it, I'm out. Okay, so it broke my trend line, and it came back below my larger one here. So I'm going to draw this here. If it wants to break back to the upside and give me another trade, fine. But I didn't like it, so I closed it. took my profit back, but that's okay. I didn't lose anything. Didn't lose a thing. That's why we have stops, and that's why I use small time frame analysis. Okay, let's check out that low there. Ooh, she's going. Now let's see what she does here. Boom. That's why we stop it, guys. That's why we stop trades. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's a big old volume candle. That's a huge volume candle. On that small time frame. It's going to come and retest this breakout potentially. Trading, guys, is a risky thing. It is, especially if you're small time frame trading. So, and if you're over, what do you call it? If you're over leveraging. So please trade safe. See how this candle came and took out this level right below here? Three. I'll resume the analysis shortly. I'm trading right now. Took a little long here again on that volume candle. I'm up 20%. I'm out. So that's how I do it, guys. I take trades at good places. I make my 20%. I get out, look for another trade. If I'm convinced it's going to keep rocking, I'll hold it. But the market just moves up and down, up and down, up and down so fast. So I just try to make my 20% go. I had two 20% trades just while sitting here. So this could continue on. I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it. I'll analyze the structure, look for the next wave. Just looking for places to take money. All right, let's keep on with the analysis while that's setting up, while that's going. What's the next thing in line? We've got ISP USDT. Let's take a peek at that. ISP USDT. Boom. Not a whole lot here, guys. Whoever asked for this. Oh, sorry. Not a whole lot here. 3 waves. Sorry, I'm looking at Ethereum. We're getting the move I was looking for here. ISP USDT. That's 3 waves. That looks like an end of something. 3 waves. This looks like 3 waves as well. I tell you what, I'm not taking a long. I don't like a long here until these until the daily trend breaks. I like a long on the other side of this. So we start rounding up. That's when I like a long. Okay? But the problem is we broke this trend line right here. We broke that. So until that breaks back to the upside, I'm not going to like it as a long. All right. Next one on the list. ISP retraced. Man, I mean, it retraced to like the 786. On the where did? How high? 2022 move. You mean the 20? If I start from the top and work down, it just hit the 236 retrace. So, not super significant there. That could be some kind of it's an ugly 3. This volume candle right here, guys, is significant. It very much is significant. It may be pointing to a significant bounce coming up here. This trend line is going to be important right there. This is a secondary one that will be important. That's that's Ethereum. If it breaks that, we're watching that. If it breaks that, then that's significant. If it rolls over at this resistance area, that's bearish, right? But that volume, you see this volume level right there? See that volume candle? It happened on this move. We had a pullback, a stop hunt to the low, and then it moved up. So chances are this is going to pull back, stop hunt the low, move up. And that's actually what I'm looking for, to be honest with you. I want to see that stop hunt to the low. Boom. Let's go. Big move up. But we start breaking these levels from here, where we are, without stop hunting the low. That's not a big deal. That's a big volume candle. This could be making some. This could be going on up. But I'm looking for. I need Bitcoin to. Where's my Bitcoin idea? Yeah, I feel like Bitcoin needs to come on down. Does it have to? No, it doesn't have to. But. So I am bearish, guys. I'm bearish short term. Bearish short term. I think the overall direction of this wave right here is going to be down to lower targets. Okay, right here. But I'm wondering if we get this wave right here. That wave. We may not get it. We may get it. We may not get it. Do we get a retrace and then down? Maybe. Maybe. So I'm wondering if we get this move and then down to this level or this level. Okay. All right. Let's look at the next. The next one is USDT dominance. Here it comes, Dwight. USDT dominance. Here it is. It's the final request. Yeah. I mean, you look at you look at that and you're like, man, that looks like a bear flag. Let's go down. Or this could roll up to the upside right here. So we're at a critical moment here on the USDT dominance, right? I got 3. So the way it looks like it's down this direction. 3, 3, 3. I got a WXY. WXY. Boom. Let's roll over. That's up for Bitcoin, down for USDT. What you're going to watch, you want to see that break right here. You're going to see this break right there. You break that, Bitcoin's going up, baby. Okay. So that gets broken to the downside. I mean, expect something like this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's what you were looking for. See that break? Now we got another one. We're going to break down more. Yeah, very much so. Probably. Looks like we got a 3, 3, 3. So that bullish count that I gave you at the beginning of the live stream, I think guys, you got to respect it. You got to respect it. I think the charts are pointing potentially to the upside. Not before a stop hunt though. So watch out for stop hunts. Guys, I have enjoyed being with you. I've given you guys a lot of info. You want to be part of the Discord, love to have you in there. Thanks for the likes, so everybody who hit like, appreciate you. But that's going to call the live stream for tonight. I hope that's been helpful. Did a little trading with you, showed you some strategies for watching Bitcoin and price action and just kind of tracking it. We'll see you next week on Sunday Night Charts. In the meantime, Have a fantastic night. Kimosabi, you are the man as always. Appreciate you. Love you, brother. Have a great night. Good to see y'all. Good to see you too, Eli. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, buddy. Bye-bye.